Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the wind, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, Just the Bet Slips family? Professor Parlay here with C-Money. We will get poolside Pat soon. Not sure if we're going to get a surprise Chicks Picks sighting or not. However, we still got a lot of bets for you. And if anybody was paying attention to our X yesterday, I did have Salvador Perez for the long ball, which we hit. And if you were in and hit that, you got the $414 bonus from Fanatics today. And we're going to try, you're going to find out soon, we're going to try to run that back. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and just go into the disclaimer, and so we don't get sued. And I will start with that. We're going to start with number one. We are not professional gamblers. Show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. Lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Again, we are not professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. We do our best to give you bets with good stats behind them, but we are not professionals. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk, and only gamble what you can afford. And if you need help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not affiliated or sponsored by a specific sports book, but we are affiliated with Nevin Eyewear. They were our first original sponsor. They've been with us since day one. We all have our own Nevin Eyewear. They are polarized. They are great sunglasses. And if you use our code, that will be in the link soon, as also on X, you get 30% off of one pair. So if you're getting prescription sunglasses, that can be expensive. 30% off could save you a lot of money. Or if you're going to just get some regular sunglasses like these, then you can buy one, get two free. You know, getting 3 pair for just under $90, and you get free shipping on anything $50 or more, which is pretty much no matter which one you go with, you're going to get free shipping. I think they're still doing the free gift, whatever the gift may be. I know in the past they've done an extra pair of glasses. They've also done like an air freshener. I'm not sure what the gift is this time, but check them out. Let them know we sent you. Also, if they get damaged, lost, stolen, they will repair them or replace them for free. Is another big thing for sunglasses of this caliber, because I know I've lost a ton of these in the past. So the fact that they will replace them for free is a big selling point for me. But that being said, that is Nevin, which is never odd or even. We love them, and we'll be with them as long as they're with us. Check out Nevin Eyewear. Check out their website. I've got to get me a pair of these Bret Harts, because every time I see this picture, I just want a pair. They will be my main ones I wear on the show once I get these. That will be the next order coming up soon. Maybe I'll use some of my Fanatics money I won yesterday to get some. The other sponsor we have, kind of like a sports book, kind of not. They have more sportsbook activity now, but they also have the challenge system, which is what we talk about every day here, is Playvo, formerly known as Player Profit. Their challenge system is essentially you buy a package that ranges anywhere from $30 all the way up to $500. The $30 package, which would be $27 with our code JTBS. You can use that code any and every time you buy a package. You get a $1,000 bankroll to bet with. You have 2 challenges you must complete in order to get funded and actually be able to take money out. Essentially, the way it works is the challenge 1, you have to get to 10% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you complete challenge 1, you move on to challenge 2, which you have to get to 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you complete challenge 2, you are then funded. You get to cash out up to 70% of profit up to that point and going forward. Or if you don't like that system, you can go with the Blitz system, which is just a 1 challenge system. But in that one, you have to get to 25% profit before getting to 10% losses. And so it's a little bit easier in the fact that it's just one challenge, but it's a little bit harder because you have to get to 25% profit overall. It's a great way to try to turn a small bankroll into a large bankroll. If you want to try to run $30 up into $1,000 bankroll, and you make smart bets every day, kind of like a best bet system, is something that could be good for you. It's not easy to do. There are other rules, regulations, stipulations. Check out Playvo.com's website. Watch their video. We'll explain it a lot. But if you're looking for a best bet of the day, I'm going Mets versus Nationals over 7.5 runs. I'm surprised I got this at plus money. I know the weather's not going to be great in New York. Assuming this game plays, the rain's not going to stop them from scoring runs. Look, we've got Cade Cavalli on the mound, who's 0-1 with a 4.01 ERA. Every game this man has pitched in has gone over 7.5 runs. He has not been involved in a game that did not get at least 9 runs. His starts have been 7-2, 7-6, 16-5, 7-6-5, and 10-4. He is a walking hazard when it comes to getting runs being scored. They haven't won a single start that he's been in. Then you go on the other side to David Peterson, who is 0-3 with a 5.06 ERA. They've scored over 7.5 runs in 3 of his last 4 starts with 10-8, 7-2, 7-2. So both of these pitchers are known to give up runs. They don't seem to have quality starts. They usually get yanked early, and you're going to see have another bet later for these guys, assuming this game gets played. Again, I know the weather's not good, which is why this over-under is so low and we're getting plus money, but that might stop home runs. It's not going to stop doubles. It's not going to stop walks. It's not going to stop these pitchers being what they are. I think they get over 7.5 runs, and getting plus 100. I mean, giving it an even money seems like a steal to me. So I'm going to take the even money and run with it at over 7.5 runs. Not to mention, both these teams aren't good. They're pitching wise. The Mets bats are starting to wake up. The Nationals, James Woods got like 11 home runs. Like, there's guys on these teams that can hit, even though them individually are not good teams. So we're going to try to take advantage of that and cash the plus 100 today on the best bet. And welcome back, in Poolside Pat, who just joined us.
What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, the Nationals are still one of the higher scoring teams in baseball. So,
yeah, I couldn't believe the line was so low, and 2, that it was plus money. And again, I know it's like 70% rain during the game, right? Is what they're estimating. But like, if this game goes and they play this game, they should get over 7.5 runs.
Yeah, both teams. I mean, the Mets stink, and the Nationals are at least scoring runs.
Yeah, I mean, neither team's great, but they can score, and these 2 pitchers are struggling at best this year. So, I have some under innings in this game as well for both of those guys. So I'm not done picking on these 2 teams till later.
Who's pitching?
It is Peterson versus Cade Cavalli.
Oh yeah.
Peterson's 0-3 with a 5.06 ERA, and Cade Cavalli's 0-1 with a 4.01 ERA.
Yeah, that's at this point. I mean, it's you've been just there with these best bets too. So
yeah, it's the last over-under I took. I think I took the Braves game. It was over 9, and they scored 8, and they didn't score anything in the last 3 innings. That one pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. But we've also had some highs, like hitting the long ball yesterday for $400. So, we take the highs with the lows. They come and go. I was down a little bit before that happened, and that one got me rejuvenated. So, I did a lot of research for today's bets, partially because I have a lot of money to be betting on these things now.
That's true.
And then I think our next bet is your marquee matchup. It is.
Alrighty, I didn't. I put this together. It was the only one I was going to do. I think that it's kind of obvious. If you look at the matchups today, this is definitely sometimes stats. And I've been missing these a lot. I've missed the last 2. It's either 2 or 3. I've missed the last 2 or 3, and kind of close for a couple of them. But today I decided, because I'm still waiting on these. I guess they're just not coming. That the roof people. I've been sitting here. It's frustrating. So I just decided to go name value, and with what this segment is marquee matchup. And to me, this is the marquee name matchup. If you're just going off of names, it's Chris Sanchez and Logan Webb. I think that this is solid either way. You had to bring down Sanchez. I had to bring down Sanchez from 7+ to 6 to get him under money. And then Logan was also minus money to have 6+ strikeouts. And the thing about it is, too, and I'm not worried about Sanchez. I am more worried about Webb, but then I thought about that a little bit more. The Phillies have kind of been dookie shoes this year, and they've been striking.
Terrible.
Yeah, they're bad. They've been striking out a lot. And I think if there's a guy who does have some – it's not like elite swing and miss stuff, but it is swing and miss stuff nonetheless. Again, I'm not worried about Chris Sanchez hitting 6. I'm worried about Logan Webb, but I don't even know if I should sweat either one of these. So this was more of a ball through the hoop type bet.
I just got notification they canceled this game.
This game?
Yep, due to rain.
Oh man. Well, dookie shoes indeed.
Sorry, I didn't want to stop. I didn't want you to keep going, and the game's not going to happen.
No, that's
Stupid
totally
weather.
I will. You know what? Then that means I will scramble here and see if I can find anything else.
You could always gamble.
What is
I mean,
that?
that's what they're supposed for.
You could always go screwball on the rookie pitcher for the Braves, J.R. Ritchie.
I mean, he didn't
That was the other one I was thinking of.
Didn't he ball out his first time out?
So he gave up the first inning he pitched, he gave up 2 home runs, and after that he went like 6 innings of shutout.
Wasn't it his first pitch he gave up a home?
Yeah, so he went 7 innings with 7 strikeouts. He gave up 2 hits, 2 home runs because they were both home runs.
You know what? Screw it. Scooble 6, Richie 6 plus 282. So just add 5 to that. So disregard this. And
I like it.
That's what we're gonna rock with today. Why not? And by themselves, obviously, Scooble 7+ is plus 111, 6+ he's minus 180, and to bring Richie up to 6 is he goes from 5+ at minus 144 to 6+ at plus 148. So you're getting
that game very well may go under 8 runs. By the way,
Yeah,
now I'm looking at if Richie pitches anyway like he did in that first game, and then you've got Screwball on the mound. Even though the Braves are the highest scoring team in baseball right now, it's Tariq Screwball. So like, unless he has a bad day, he still should be setting people down fairly easy. But yeah, I think I like that one too. It's a shame that this Phillies game, second game of the day. I'm hoping the Mets game doesn't get canceled too, because they're having inclement weather. But hopefully they'll announce that soon if they're going to announce it.
Hey, you know what? We the famous TV thing. Screw it. I'm using a different word, but screw it. We'll do it live, and we just did it live.
That's right. We got to pivot sometimes when they cancel games on us on the fly.
Right.
Next is the 750 Club. I don't have any of those guys on this one, so we're good with on the 750 Club. I'm going those RBIs. I'm going Mickey Moniak. I can't say that. I'm assuming I got that name right, but I couldn't tell you. Plus hits, runs, and RBIs. Sure. This man has 12-game hitting streak. He's got 43 hits, runs, and RBIs over those 12 games. He has been killing it for the Rockies. Ellie De La Cruz, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. He has gotten 18 hits, runs, and RBIs in the last 4 games, and they have that very hitter conducive park out there in Cincinnati. I feel pretty good about this one. Then I've got the man, the myth, 11 legend. I can't pronounce his first name, Vargas, who is on a 21-game hitting streak.
Oh, wow.
Over his 21 games, he has 68 hits, runs, and RBIs. That's not a typo. Like, this man has been just – the funny thing is I bet him the other day, and, of course, the man got 1 hit with no runs or RBIs because nobody scored in that game. But he did get a hit to keep his streak alive. But he's just been getting on base, and he's the leadoff hitter, so he's going to see it multiple at-bats. He's going to see it more at-bats than most. He's also very fast, can still get in scoring position on a walk and score that way. So I really love this guy. And then Bobby Witt Jr., who is on a 9-game hitting streak with 24 hits, runs, RBIs over that 9 games, and got this at plus 803. We just need these 4 guys to do what they've been doing the last week or two, and we'll be all right. And we're already plus units after hitting the other day for the plus 9, whatever it was, I can't remember. But that was the Toronto 750 club where I bet the Blue Jays and the Raptors, and even though PD King didn't believe in it, it hit. And it partially because PD King went against it, I think is why it hit. So, but that
track record for him.
Right. It's crazy. But we are, if you look at the units, we're going to finish up on the 750 club this month, no matter what happens, because we're already locked in for finishing in the positive, which is first time in a couple months. So I'll take it. Hopefully we finish up double digits after we hit this one tonight. That being said, I don't think we have another segment. I think we're just going to the tabletop next.
Sure.
So it is green, it is soft, it is plushy, it is the tabletop. And we got Dukas Slips up first.
Yes. Obviously just made the switch on the fly for the marquee. That's 282 now with Scooble and J.R. Ritchie, which actually, like I said, that was my number 2. I thought about it because that was the only one that was close to what I was trying to do today. Anyway, obviously Sanchez and Webb was a little bit more of an eye popper name wise, but I will take it either way. So there you have that, and I'll make sure to just change that when get the chance. But for the other one, for the other 2, it's the Cardinals. Man, it's been fun. The last 2 nights in Pittsburgh have been fun for the Cardinals. Obviously, I don't expect much out of this team, so I'm just taking what I can get. But the 4 the heart of the order, the 1 through 5 hitters for the Cardinals. Well, every guy got a hit yesterday, but the heart of the order has started to turn it on. Burley broke out of a 0 for 15 slump, which was just brutal to watch. But then it looks like he's starting to barrel the ball. But again, the ball sounded great coming off his bat yesterday. So I like him to continue that. JJ Weatherholt in his basically he grew up less than 30 miles away from PNC Park, and then Jordan Walker something he tweaked something, and he's getting back to the same form that he was at the beginning of the season, which is great to see. Hasn't hit a home run since the 13th, but excuse me. Has been making great contact, and he's always good to he's just the speed on the base pass. He's always, if he gets on first, there's a good chance he's taking second, and then that means just one base knock and he's scoring. So I took the 3 of them, I boosted that to 436, and then I originally just had the Jordan and Burley because I just, like I said, I like how the 2 are swinging the bat right now, and but I decided to put that 2. So that's all. Both of those is 2 hits, runs, RBIs. I know, look, I still have not put a Cardinals money line on this, and I won't do that this season. But I will continue to bet on the Cardinals, and I will bet on the hot hands and just have some fun tonight. So that's that. NBA-wise, I didn't really like – I've been mostly double-doubles, and maybe I should get off of that. I did actually think about – like a 10+ rebounds for Sengun and like 20 points for LeBron. I don't know what that would pay. I don't know if it'd be even close to this. It'd probably be way less than this, if not minus money. I don't know. I didn't even look. I just kind of went back to my well because again, I've been waiting for these roof people all day, so I didn't really get to have time to do much research. So I just kind of threw together what I knew. And what I know is that LeBron should get a double-double, especially in a closeout game. And then Sengun, if the Rockets have any chance, he's going to need to he's going to need to ball out, for lack of a better term. And then Pucky, I'm going back to it. It's closeout. I believe is it a closeout game for your?
Yeah, it is. They won. They went down 3-1, and they won the last game to keep it alive. So.
Yeah. So. Oh wait, so Vegas is down 3-2.
Or no, I'm sorry, it's tied 2-2 now. Sorry. They were down 2-1 and they just came back to tie it 2-2.
Okay, and I know the Flyers can end the series tonight, but give me a little loyalty, Pucky. I almost did both of them separately and then together, but I just, you know what? I said, why not? Let's have a Wednesday. Let's be loyal. Let's do a loyalty slip as long as we can. I'm rooting for this, as I've said on this show multiple times. I'm rooting for this to be the Stanley Cup because I think that would be, and I know that you're not like a diehard Vegas fan, but I think over the course of this season, Rob, you've become you're a Las Vegas Golden Knights fan.
Hey, look, I have not cashed out on my Vegas Golden Knights to win the Stanley Cup. So.
Yeah, you're a Vegas fan, and I appreciate that. So I think hockey is, and I hate the Flyers, but I'll root for them because of the PD King and yeah, I mean loyalty slip. We've hit loyalty slip. If I don't know if we have the units on there, but we should start doing that when we can. But I feel like we've hit that. I've been pretty hot with Pucky recently, so give me that nice simple little slate as I limp into May. And I say limp lightly because I had a really, really strong beginning and middle of April, and then just a couple of days I went a little bit too hard and lost too much. So I'm not upset about it. I'm proud. I'm happy with my month, but we bounced back in May, and hopefully today is the start of that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, look, it's been an up and down month. The home runs have saved me this month. I'm not gonna lie. I've hit like 5 of those home run bets this month, which have really helped me out.
Did you get that 414?
I did.
It takes up to 3 days.
No, I got it this morning at 8:08.
Oh, they gave it to you? Dang, I had to wait 2 days.
I'm already using
one bet, or is it?
No. You can bet it any way you want, from $1 to $400.
Oh, they just give that because it's
fan cash.
Yeah.
So you can even use it to buy stuff on Fanatics Shop. Like, you don't even have to use it for bets.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. Friday will be my first long ball bet.
Yeah, but I woke up this morning. I was at work, and like 8 a.m. it said, "Come opt in to get your $414." I was like, "Good Lord, okay."
That's awesome.
So that was quick. But that, I think I am up next. So I'm gonna start off. I told you I was gonna be picking on David Peterson and Cade Cavalli. So we're going David Peterson under 16.5 outs. Look, this man has only gone over this line once this season. And it's because he went 6 innings against the Phillies, who are terrible this year. In every other game, he's got run early. Then you go to Cade Cavalli. He has not cleared 15.5 outs at all this season. He's only come close once this season. That being said, this will probably be the day they both go 8 innings to make me look stupid. But if you nothing states either one of these guys should be going past 5 innings. Like, nothing states they should go past 5 innings. I think if this game goes, I think if this weather is not bad enough, I think both these guys get run in 4 innings. I really think this game could get out of hand early if this game is not like a complete monsoon. Like, if it's raining, sure, but that's the only way it would be bad if it was like just a downpour and they just kept playing. And then I took it safe for the third leg. I wanted to get over plus 200. So I went as safe as I could with Tariq Skubal, 5+ strikeouts. You're good, Pat. At plus 223. Then I went to parlay 2. I'm just taking some guys that I feel safe with today. I've got Cade Cunningham, 25+ points. He is 4 for 4 in the playoffs, going 25, 27, 27, and 39. Every game they play at this point is a must-win because they lost 2 games that they should have never lost to the Magic, and they need to get it going. Donovan Mitchell, 23+ points. He has hit this in 2 of 4. The last game they put up was a stinker. I did call it. That's the day that we hit the 750 club. Today, I think they bounced back. I think they've tied. I think the series is tied. They can't have this series start to get out of hand. They need to win this game. They're going to need a lot of Donovan Mitchell to do that. And then the 2 games that they won, he got 23 points. So if they win today, he'll get to 23 points. Same thing with LeBron James, 21+ points. They won 3 straight games. In 2 of those 3 games, he hit this line. Then they put up a stinker in the last game, which was kind of expected because you got an old man that's running point on this team, and he got tired. They've had some rest in between that, and the young guns need to step it up and try to get this to Luka and Reeves when they can come back for the next series. But getting him at 21 plus points, he's hit 2 of the last 3. I think he does it again today. And then the easiest bet is probably Scotty Barnes, 17 plus points. This man has been on fire in the playoffs. He's 4 for 4, going 23, 33, 26, and 21. He has flown past the 17-point line. Honestly, I think if we get past Donovan Mitchell and LeBron, we're hitting this because I'm not at all worried about Scotty Barnes. And I got that at plus 221. Then I threw the Mets and Nationals over 7.5 runs. I've talked about that a lot already at plus 100. So, look, both of these are kind of safe bets, but I've got a considerable amount of fan cash on both of these, so that's why I was playing it safe. I'm not saying I put, 25 on both of them, but I put 25 on both of them. So we're trying to start off big. I'm trying to. I told because C-Money asked me what I was going to do if I was going to buy some stuff on the Fanatics site with the money. If I'm going to try to use this money to build a biggest bankroll as possible because I want to change my unit size from 5 to 15, and the only way I can do that is if I can build my bankroll to over $500 or $600 on Fanatics. I could add it, but I'd rather win it because all the money I've gotten on there so far I've gotten from them, from their initial bonus that I've just been winning ever since a year and a half ago. So it'd be nice to have all my money on there, just be their money. So no matter what happens, it's all profit.
Love it. I mean, you get a little, you're playing with some fire when it comes to the MLB bet. And I think we've seen that. I think C-Money has seen that. I think we've seen it on the show in general. But
I would be absolutely shocked if either one of these dudes go past 5 innings.
I got screwed today by George Kirby.
But you're way more confident in the NBA bet than you are the MLB bet. Just more variables that go into because you just never know. A guy could just go out and deal.
Is it possible? Is it possible Peterson goes up and just runs up 7 innings? Sure, but
how many times in the recent memory has just some no-name random guy thrown a no-hitter?
And don't get me wrong, David Peterson last year was not bad. He's much worse this year than he was last year. He has ability. I don't doubt that. But look, he's gone his last outing against Minnesota, 3.1 innings. He got ran after 45 pitches. Against the Cubs, 3.2 innings. He got ran after 47 pitches. Against the Dodgers, he went 5 innings. Against Arizona, he went 5 innings. Against San Francisco, 4.1 innings. Against Pittsburgh, 5.1 innings, and that was the closest he got to this line. And in none of these games, in half of these games, he didn't go past 70 pitches, and they still yanked him. He's not a guy that even pitch count matters. They just be yanking him for no reason. And then Cade Cavalli, he's been atrocious. His outings. Let me listen to the scores in these games. So his best outing was 6 innings against the Phillies. He went 5 innings against Atlanta. He went that was his best game, by the way. He had 10 strikeouts in that game, which is wild. They still lost 7-2, but he had 10 strikeouts in that game. Against San Francisco, 4 innings. Against Pittsburgh, he got ran 16. He gave up 16 runs. He gave up 4 earned runs in 1.1 inning and got ran. And against your Cardinals, he went 4.2 innings, losing that game 7-6. And he's been getting run against the Cubs. They lost 10-4. He gave up 3 earned runs in 3.2 innings. They're getting to this guy early in every game. He's getting run early, with the exception of the one game against the Phillies. But we just talked. The Phillies have been trash this year.
Yeah, they're trash.
I don't know what's wrong with them. They're broke, but they're just not good on any facet right now.
And they just fired their manager.
Yeah, they did, and it's because the dude looked like he was asleep half the time when they're getting pummeled.
You know what's funny is I know so well. Let me before I say what I was about to say. This is the Mets and Nationals starters today, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, okay. Before I made myself look like a complete idiot. But the funny part about this is that you could, if I didn't know that, you could say David Peterson and Cade Cavalli to me, and I would say that either one of them could pitch for the Mets or Nationals.
That's
I mean, those are the most Mets or Nationals pitchers of all time. Like you could swap them out and they'd be.
And
I'd
look,
be like,
we're talking about a 13-17 and a 10-19 team. Like these teams are not good. Like the Marlins.
I know. I mean,
Marlins are second in that division. What is
we
happening?
need Petey King to come on and at least he has the Flyers and the Eagles just want to. But the Phillies are bad, man. They're just bad.
I think they'll end up second in the division. They'll probably have a chance at the wild card. Like he still believes they can win the division. I don't know where his belief comes from, but it is what it is.
He's a Phillies fan. That's where his belief comes from.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a question though? In what sport? Because obviously we saw the Red Sox clean house, and obviously the Phillies we just talked about fired their manager. What sport is it most, or I guess the question would be the least consequential to fire your manager mid-season? Would it be or coach? I guess coach or.
I mean, it's kind of detrimental to any sport, honestly.
But is there a more or least one like?
I think football would probably be the most.
Yeah, like mid-season.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. It depends. If you have really good defensive coordinator that's like possibly going to be a head coach after he leaves there anyway, like it may not be that detrimental, but it just kind of depends on who the backups. I guess with baseball, you don't really have anybody other than like maybe a third base or a pitching coach that takes over.
My thing with baseball too is that it's like you're there. It's so many games, and you're there like every single day with the team. Like I think it's maybe not most consequential, but like I think it means more in a baseball. I think it means the least in like basketball because I mean it's a star-driven league. It is a
star-driven league, but you still got to have that coach to.
I mean, who is the best coach in basketball right now? Just off the top of your head. I mean, it was Pop obviously for a long time. I don't know.
It was Steve Kerr for a while, but
not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I don't even know.
JJ. Is it Redick? No, probably not.
I don't think it's Redick.
I can't even name many coaches. Well, Mike, other than obviously Mike Brown, just because he's the Knicks. I don't know. I just don't think a coach in basketball means so much that it doesn't like.
I mean, I guess you can argue that what's his name with OKC, Mark, whatever his name is. I can't say his name, Darnold or something like that. Like OKC's just been that good for so long.
But they're good because they have SGA and
I hear you, but everybody has big stars.
You still gotta be able to coach them.
Like OKC is on another level compared to everybody else. So SGA is not all of that. Like
it's also the smaller roster sizes in basketball. And this is just obviously you guys can have your own opinion. This is my opinion. Like it's just it's in the NBA. It's just it's a lot of these guys, especially like the superstars, don't necessarily need quote unquote coaching of any kind. They just the coaches are more of like just. I get that they serve a purpose, but I think in baseball, just again my opinion, baseball I think means a little bit more the manager part, which is why I think you see. Coaches, managers, I guess. I hate coach, manager, whatever. Yeah. Like I think you see that happen, and it is also because it's just such a long season. So,
I thought now that I think about it, I think Miami's coach Eric Spoelstra or whatever.
Oh,
that dude,
yeah, he's one of the best.
Playoff runs with some teams that he shouldn't have.
Yeah,
he's done it.
He's up there.
He might be one of the best.
I think he's probably one of the top. Going right now. Kerr.
Maybe the Rockets coach. He's decent too because that team has been good for a while now, and those teams are making.
There's a handful.
They're maximizing what their rosters are. Like when you have an aging KD and you're still competing, even though they're getting rammed by the Lakers. I think tonight, but still.
Yeah.
I called that, by the way, before the I almost took it for a sweep. I didn't do it because there's no Luka. If Luka was there, it would have been an easy sweep. But
the Rockets win tonight.
I don't think so. I think
is Durant still like MIA?
I don't know.
He's got a bone bruise, so that's what his problem is.
Does anybody know where Kevin Durant is? Where in the world is Kevin Durant?
He is ruled out already for this game. He's not playing.
You guys ever play that game growing up? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah.
Great.
He is. Yeah, he's 100% already ruled out. And it's for an ankle injury.
I read something that if it was during the regular season, he would have been out like 3-4 weeks or something like that.
Right. But it is what it is. Shout out to Embiid, by the way. That dude gutted through that game the other day. Like,
let's go Sixers. I'm rooting for the Sixers.
I am too. He played out of his mind the other night, last night, and you could tell he was hurt. This dude just had his appendix burst like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
And then last night he puts up like 35 or something. It was nuts. He got rocked and like fell hard in that game. He actually went to the locker room for like 2 minutes and he ran back out and went straight back into the game. It was nuts.
Yo,
that
shout
guy
out.
was off last night. So shout out to the Sixers and Embiid. We've got C Money with his bet. It's simple but big. So
Whoa.
That's our shit. Never mind. Let me pause.
Pause.
Whoa.
So I was doing some research earlier and getting into the later games because I didn't do so well in the earlier games. Then Drake Baldwin batting second against this pitcher has hit 7 home runs. So I took him for that. And then Kevin McGonigal for 1 hit, RBI, or run. The research I did says he's been averaging a little, like almost 3. So I just went safe with 1.
That's a fun
And
bet.
plus 950 is wild. Not gonna lie, McGonigal has been playing very good this year, and Baldwin started the season with his hair on fire. He's still hitting very well. The home runs are not as much as they were in the first month, but he's still hitting. So all he's got to do is get a hold of one, and he's got the success against this guy. So why not? Plus 950, we'll call that the alternate 750 club of the day.
Yeah, why not?
I think we have my last call, which I'm running Salvador Perez back for the long ball. I actually originally had Yordan Alvarez, but that game got canceled, so I got to pick again. And I looked and I'm like, oh look, this man against this pitcher tonight also has hit good history, which is why I took him last night. He's 5 for 12 with 2 home runs versus Severino. And Severino is got a 5.17 ERA and given up 4 home runs in his last 3 games. So why not run it back and see if we can't get Salvi to give me another $400 tonight? Like, every time that guy has shown up on my sheet that I've told y'all about, every time. Last year he was 75% hitting home runs when he showed up on my best matchup sheet. And yesterday was the first time this season he showed up on it. And he hit a home run and he won me the best long ball. He showed up on it again today. We're going to run it back and see if we can. And we're getting a better odds today at plus 440 because I think it was 340 yesterday. Chicks Picks Jen, I'm not going to lie to you. I should know this name considering this cat has 9 home runs. But when she gave me this name, I said, who is that? She's taking Sal Stewart for 1+ home run. But he has 9 home runs this year. Shout out to Parley Python, by the way, who just shared us. She took him for her long ball. And you talk about the odds. He got 9 home runs. People are betting this guy to hit home runs. So that might be like an Aaron Judge type numbers of people betting him. I was just stupid enough to not know who Sal Stewart was, partially because I don't pay any attention to the Reds outside of Ellie De La Cruz and maybe Burns. Those are the only 2 people on the team I even really know who they are. So, but that is Jen's long ball, and maybe throw both of those together for. You know what? I've got money. But we're going to go ahead and throw both of those together real quick and see what we get on that. Who'd you take? You took Drake Baldwin, or who'd you take for the home run long ball first?
I took Nick Kurtz.
Oh, that's right. You took Nick Kurtz. So we're going to throw all 3 of them together.
Yeah, and I'll be joining the fun on Friday, like I said. So it wouldn't be responsible for me to put money into Fanatics until I get my first paycheck.
That's fair.
Well, you can always start off with a bang. But yeah, you're right. Gotta be responsible.
Yeah, sure.
We've always said responsible chase that back.
Yep. Even if we don't do it ourselves.
I'm moving from this Airbnb to another one on Saturday. It's and then finally into my actual apartment week.
And you're really living the bachelor life, bro.
Dude, it's It's wild. It's
All right,
weird.
we got-
It's been fun, you know it.
With a 30% boost, I got that at plus 10,881. So we're gonna lock that in $1 to win $110.
Nice.
And I had to bet South Stewart live because that game just started.
Well, $25 be for on fan cash for that.
It would be a lot. It would be 20. It would be $2,500. I'm not trying to throw the free money away.
Okay, all right. Just saying.
If it hits, I'll be crying tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, we'll go to the stats. PD King is way up there. He also hasn't had as many bets, so take that with what you want. Professor Parlay, I'm 30 and 59 with up 5.58 units. Like I said, the home run bets have kind of saved me. And the funny thing is, the one thing that usually carries me is the best bets, and that's down 4. So that's not the one that's been saving me. And then we've got Chicks Picks Jen, was making bets just to get off the right side. Now she's almost caught me. She's at 4.41 units. Money's 1.5. He's still up units, and after today, he might be up 10 units. He might jump and try to take PD King's spot soon. Parker still hasn't made a bet, and Poolside is just kind of gone south. He went hard in the paint the last week or so, and has gone south for the winner.
Yeah, I addressed it already. I'm fine.
That's south for the winner.
So hopefully he hits hard, smacks hard today, gets back to the winning ways. Maybe we can smack one of these long balls, which would be nice. Look, 2 of us on the show has already gotten paid off of the long ball. The C Money got paid off of Aaron Judge for $88. I got Salvador Perez last night for $400. I should have won $800 like 2 weeks ago and got screwed by Kyle Schwarber, so he can eat a bag. But
Well, to be fair, you gave that back to the Aaron Judge people last night by winning by a foot.
I did. He won by when he hit it. I said, "Wait a minute,
That's crazy.
I beat him by a foot."
That's crazy.
I was watching
and
TV
I
and
couldn't
I'm
believe
like,
because
oh.
going into that because I was obviously watching the game. Victor Scott hit one into the Allegheny, and I mean I think it was his first home run of the year, and there's only been a handful of Cardinals in general that have ever hit it into the Allegheny and PNC, and when I right before I went to bed, I was like, oh my goodness. There's only one bettor on Victor Scott that would have gotten $50,000.
Well, I'm glad he did not get $50,000.
I know that's great, but that's like that's like the rush of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you take a guy like when I took, I can't even say his name right. Like I barely know this dude, and I bet him for it, and he hit a home run that day, but it wasn't the longest. Is it Jeff McNeil?
Jeff McNeil, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff McNeil. When I bet that dude, I'm pretty sure I was the only person in the country that had Jeff McNeil for a home run in the long ball. And he did hit a home run. He was plus 750 or plus 800. He had not hit a home run all year. He only hits 14 or 15 a year as is. Those are the kind of guys that if you want to try to win 50K, those are the guys that you got to get lucky on. Or you could take some guys like Salvador Perez or like Baldwin. Those guys are going to be somewhere in the few. You'll get a few $100s if it hits, but they're a lot more likely to hit. There's some fun strategies you can employ with this. I have a feeling that once we get Poolside Pat in, he's just going to be betting Cardinals every night.
No.
I tried Jordan Walker, but of course I started betting him after he stopped hitting home runs.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I'll stick with Fanatics at first. I'm gonna deposit a responsible amount on Friday, and because it's $5, so I'll do enough to get me through at least the week. And then I think I am gonna like try and actually do kind of what you guys do, like find like the right matchups and whatnot. And I mean, will I sprinkle? Can you do more than one, or it has to be just one?
No, it's just one for the long ball.
Okay. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to just go Cardinals. I understand I have to get a little funky with it. No, I mean I'm really excited to actually just like join it. I feel like I'm like Squidward right now, and I'm just looking out on everybody else having fun. And I just want to do it. But I'm honest. I haven't done it yet, and it's because I just haven't been on Fanatics. But I will be back on. Like I said, I just doing it responsibly. I I have a little bit of bankroll in DK, so I've been using that to continue to bet. But come Friday, I will have my first official, because I don't like to give picks out if I can't bet them. Oh, by the way, I definitely still owe you money, by the way. But
it's not enough to
He
be.
Yeah,
just
if I
won
hit him-
414. He's fine.
that's true.
But
But yeah, no, we'll figure that out. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to hop into the fun because it does seem like so much fun, and it's one of those like. Oh, by the way, so user said you thought you were one of the only guys to bet Jeff McNeil. You guys posted that thing?
yeah, so
Yeah,
he
it
has to hit a
shows.
run long enough to get on the board, and the problem was he hit after like 30 guys had already hit home run, so he didn't even get on the board. So I never got to see how many people had him that day.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not 100% sure because I think he hit at 397, and I think the board was 398, so he was one below it. So I don't know how many people bet him, but I am willing to bet there was less than 10.
Yeah,
Probably was less than 5.
yeah.
No, yeah, I think you would have. I think you would have gotten like $1,300.
There's a very good chance I was the only person that had him. I'm not gonna lie.
And that was yesterday was also just a callback. That was a shorter home run, 425.
It was, but like there's been 416 that's won. Like we had a run where it was 440 plus, but I mean, look, on these days where there's not a a large scale of games, it's very easy to hit at 420, 425.
And that's every day, right? Every
Yeah,
single
Yes,
every
every
day.
day.
Every day.
And some days it's 50,000, other days it's 100,000. Like if it was 100,000 day, I would have gotten $800 yesterday. Like
That's wild.
it's just you never know. I think it's probably the days that they have the largest amount of games that they run 100,000 up, because there's no rhyme or reason. And the funny thing is that like there was a guy last night who hit home run at one point, was leading, had nobody had bet him, and had he won, then they would have carried it 50,000 over to the next day, and it just keeps growing and growing. Which earlier this year got to 150K before it got hit. So like then you could bet Judge and still win $500 or $600. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, obviously later in the season when these big names that hit the 40 and 50 home runs start truly hitting home runs, this is going to get a little bit harder to make a decent amount of money. Like when Shohei starts blasting the ball regularly, Riley starts blasting the ball regularly.
I mean, it is, but it's not because it'll just be over time instead of just at once.
Yeah, I mean you'll make money off the home runs for sure, but you're just not.
Well, I'm saying like even the bonus bet, like you won't get $300-$400. You might get 50 or 60, but if they're hitting it 3 times a week, that's still pretty good.
But
Yeah.
now is the time to get in because now is the time when you can hit somebody for $2K. Like you take JJ Weatherholt has like 50 people betting him every day. So you'd get like $1,000.
Can I give a quick Shohei that you just brought him up? So
Yes.
it's I think that, and I'm taking this straight from the Cardinals broadcast yesterday because the Dodgers come to St. Louis this weekend, and I'm hoping to get to the game on Saturday. I think I will. I think Shohei is more focused now that he has like all these hitting accolades. I think he's really gunning for that Cy Young. I do. And good for him. I think he can, if he really does, if he wants to, because didn't he recently this year opt to not hit and just pitch?
There was one game he did that in. It was only one game.
And I think if you can get a decent price on Shohei Cy Young, I think you grab that soon.
Shohei at this moment is running away with it, to be honest with you. It's early.
Is he really?
Yeah, dude, his ERA is like 0.25.
Yeah, I think he's going for Cy Young. I really do. I think he'll sacrifice like 10 or 20 home runs just to win a Cy Young now.
This is his year so far. He's gone 6 innings in every game he's pitched.
That's crazy.
He's only given up 2 earned runs in 5 games.
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, I think I said it in our group chat. I just watched the Japan World Baseball Classic. Obviously, screw them for beating us, but or it wasn't them that beat us, obviously, but just in general, that he's just unbelievable. That's all I gotta say. I don't need to go too crazy about it, but I can't get over Shohei Ohtani. That's all I gotta say.
I think we're gonna see. I don't know if I can't bet this. I know there's no way you can bet a guy to get a no hitter in a year, but I think we're gonna see a no hitter out of Shohei this year.
That would be such a fun bet.
If I could bet it, I would, but I don't think that's
yeah. That'd be such an awesome bet to make. Like, will this guy throw a no hitter? Oh, somebody
it's probably something you could bet on Call Sheet. I might have to look on Call Sheet.
Canada probably does that. Canada definitely allows you to do that. You can bet on like anything.
If you're out there and you can bet it, go throw a little bit on it.
Yeah.
I feel he's going to throw a no hitter this year. I really do. And he might hit a home run in the game he throws a no hitter, which would be the wildest thing I've ever seen.
That would be literally probably the craziest game.
Can you imagine if he had a grand slam and threw a no hitter in the same day? That'd be the most.
Oh my goodness! That
would be like me hitting a hole in one and bowling a 300. It's great.
And we had a guy that almost did that.
That's probably actually accurate right there.
We had a guy the other Tuesday night this year that hit a hole in one, his first ever hole in one. He came to bowling that night and shot 299 that night. So he almost pulled it.
No!
He almost pulled it off.
Oh no!
And the funny thing is, it's not a guy that you would expect to shoot 300 or hit a hole in one.
Oh man! And he came one pin off from a 300.
Yeah, he almost pulled off the perfect day.
Oh no!
It was funny because CJ hit the one thing he holds over all of us who have all these 300s and he doesn't have one is the fact that he has hole in ones and we don't. So he's rooting.
Well,
he's rooting for us to not get hole in ones because it's the only thing he can hold over us.
Well, the Phillies stink, so whatever.
And the funny thing is, my first ever actual course I played at, I almost got a hole in one on the very first hole I ever played. It was a fluke to be sure because I hit the hill next to the green. It bounced off the hill, rolled across the green, and it ended up like half an inch from going in the cup. And then after that, it's been downhill ever since. Because I can't hit an iron to save my life now that I've gotten older because now baseball set in and I can't stop pulling everything. Me and irons don't get along. The driver, good. Putter, good. Irons, trash.
Baseball.
So that's why you'll see me, if you ever play with me, Pat, you're going to see me using chipping putter from about 100 yards out.
You're going to see a lot of waggling.
Well, Texas wedge, is that what they say?
Yeah. So the other day I used my putter from 105 out, and CJ's like, "You're using putter?" I'm like, "It's flat. I'm using the putter." I actually went off the back of the green from 105 out.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
He's like,
flat.
Why not?
He's like, "Did you just go 115 with your yards with your putter?" I was like, "Yeah, I overcooked the green from 105 out." I was like, "This is a strong putter." That TaylorMade Rosa, I don't know what to tell you.
I love it.
But that is it for us. As we say every day that this show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. We prove that every day by the end of the show. I'm not going to lie to you, but we do try to give you the hot tips for your bet slips, and we're going to play you out. What's up, Pat?
Whoa! Are we not doing wrestling?
Oh, you're right. It is Wednesday. My bad.
Yeah, that's Wednesday.
I forgot what day it was.
Yes, sir.
My bad.
I got my notes right here.
Everybody who's here, if you're here for betting, I'll give the disclaimer.
Yes.
We're just going to be talking about wrestling for the rest of this. We are starting a wrestling podcast in addition to this show soon. That's coming soon. But until then, we're going to do kind of updates and recaps of what has recently happened. We actually had a lot that happened the other night to talk about. But if you're here for bets, that's not what the rest of the show is going to be. Appreciate you coming. Please subscribe. Follow us on X. If you were following us yesterday, you would have had a chance to get the $414 with me.
Yeah,
you would have seen the long ball. So make sure you're following us. I post on, if I'm not here live with you all, I'll post on there every single day. I do not miss a day posting bets on there, regardless of what's going on. So there will be bets on there. And on weekends, if I'm not on, they're typically posted at 6 a.m, like because I'm stupid and get up early and can't help myself. So follow us there. Otherwise, we're gonna do some wrestling talk. I appreciate you reminding me, Pat, because I completely forgot what day.
He said, "Whoa!"
It's the end of the month, and the end of the month kills me at work.
I got my notes right here.
The end of the month kills me at work, so my brain is kind of fried right now. I got one more day to try to finish all this work. Plus, 5 people leave.
Fried noodle.
I'm so right. I mean, yeah. I mean, do you want to just get rid of the records? Yeah. And we're still we're still figuring out the name of it. It probably I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but it probably will be under a different brand than Fans First. So that's something as well. But for now, it's all going to be under the Just the Best Stuff umbrella, but it'll be something different. It's going to be a podcast. We're going to do our first show is shaping up to be awesome. So
yes.
That's going to be fun. But until we have everything settled and ready to go, Rob, it was your idea to do Wednesdays and Saturdays on here. We'll do some quick wrestling talk. We don't have to go too long. You know, I kind of want to leave people wanting more. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to just talk wrestling with you boys. I mean, I generally I know what's going on and I will watch Raw as much as I can. I don't usually watch NXT if I'm being completely honest.
I watch highlights here and there, but I don't
highlights. Yeah, same. Yeah, I mean, like I know Evil debuted, which is cool. And then I obviously I know what's going on Monday and Fridays, but yeah, I mean, just a little quick conversation about what happened on Monday, on Wednesdays, and then we'll do SmackDown reviews on Saturdays. So
the best thing that happened was Joe Hendry's concert, baby.
Yeah,
Fire Logan Paul.
Yes. I loved it so much. I'm so happy to see Joe Hendry on Raw.
It's funny you say that because if you give me a minute, I was literally just pulling up the Joe
Hendry.
Amen. He appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Nobody has ever won me over in one sentence more than Joe Hendry did.
Right.
The entire crowd to chant "Fire Logan Paul."
It was wild.
I love him so much. I think he's going to be a star.
I just pray. I pray they don't ruin this and they don't turn him into like an Elias. That's what I don't.
Yes.
It's a good. Yeah, that would suck.
Great point. Great point.
If they use him correctly, this is gonna be awesome. But I get worried because. You know, they ruined some other guys like Karrion Kross. They just fumbled the bag with Aleister Black. We need to talk about these. All these people got let go.
Oh, yeah, the releases.
The entire
this is wild.
Zelina Vega and Aleister Black shocked me considering they just convinced that dude to sign. And he turned down a contract in AEW. And then they just dump him like 2 months later.
Yeah, now AEW doesn't want him back.
Yeah, of course, because he chose WWE over them.
Kairi Sane.
Yeah, Kairi
she just wanted to go back to Japan.
Well, yeah, she wanted to go back to Japan, so
that one didn't surprise me as much. I understood that a little bit.
There's a couple other notable names.
The Wyatt Six pissed me off just because they didn't. WWE chose to not push them the way they were supposed to push them. And there was people waiting for it. Like the fans wanted it. And they were every time when they were pushing it in the beginning, people were here for it. The problem is they did the same thing that they kind of did when Bray Wyatt first came back, was they drug it out too freaking long. Like they made it happen. They made this huge gap and made you wait with these little small vignettes. That's cool. You could do that for a little while, but you do that for months and months, people lose interest. And then the WWE themselves lost interest and they just stopped pushing them. And it stinks, but it is what it is. Maybe because Bray Wyatt was one of my favorite of all time, seeing them do that, the Wyatt Six like that kind of really rubbed me the wrong way. But
A lot of
That-
good hands in that, and a lot of really good wrestlers in that group too. Like just
Mhm.
the.
I mean,
the
Nikki Cross was good when she was there. I think they need to take that whole crew to AEW. AEW would take a field day with that group.
Bo Dallas. I mean, Bo Dallas. I've always been a big Bo Dallas guy. I've been a believer.
You're a believer?
Yeah,
A believer.
Yeah, no, that was certainly a bummer. I mean, I can't think of some of the other ones. I mean, we could probably bring it up.
There was so many. There was so many. But I mean, the main ones were the ones like the Aleister Black Shock and Zelina, because Zelina Vega. They were putting. She was Queen of the Ring like 2 years ago. Like
Black and Vega was certainly a shock. I think the Wyatt Six was also a shock.
Now I also know that they're bringing a lot of these dudes up. Like they've already
like Sol Ruka's coming up, and
so they're making room for that. I get it. But why
Ricky Starks is coming up
for a little while.
Sol actually is coming to Raw. She's debuting next Monday.
Yeah, Ricky Starks is going to come up.
Io's fiance is coming over from wherever he's coming from, so that'll be weird to see what happens with that.
I mean, it's such a
Green
stacked roster right now. I mean, we could. The thing about this eventual pod, which is going to happen, this podcast is like we have so many topics to talk about. It's like we could grade the roster. We could separate them into. I don't know if either one of you ever played EWR, Extreme Warfare Revenge. I don't know, it's a computer booking game. But like you have like main eventers, upper mid carders. You know, like if neither one of you ever play, you can download it right now. EWR. It's like a book. It's a booking game. And like we could like you could. There's so many talented guys and girls on this roster, and I understand where they're coming from. But like, man, sometimes these like releases just hit you, and it's like, why? Like,
yeah.
And then you look, it's like, well, like the Montez Fords and the Street Profits of the world. They're the whoever's obviously Shawn Michaels has so much pull now where his guys and girls have a little bit more pull now than somebody that wasn't his.
Well, the thing is, there's been so many guys and there's so many wrestlers, men and women in NXT that have been huge for a while now that just have not gotten pushed. And they've waited and waited and waited. And like somebody like JC Jane, like she was huge for a long time. Now she's finally on the main roster. I do appreciate the fact that they kept her heel. Coming over.
I think she's gonna be okay.
Yeah, she's good. She'll be fine. And she was getting a decent heel reaction, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is what you want to see. And like there's a lot of people out there. I mean, you've got the Sol Ruka, which should have came up. Lola Vice will be up soon.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people. They want Blake Monroe up quick because she's going to be their future, I think, for them. She's going to be the next Tiffany. So they have a lot. They have a lot of people. Oba was the guy, and they finally got him there, and he's so over now. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
But so there's, I get why they need to make room. I just wish not, like, for example, you could have took Alice, like the Y6, you could have sent them to NXT and had them terrorize NXT for a while, and you still would have been able to keep them until you're ready to bring them back. Same thing with Aleister Black. But you don't have to get rid of these people. There's other ways you can use them
I agree.
for a little while. They did that with Bayley for a while. They had her go to NXT for a little while when they didn't need her on the main roster. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. I understand it, but at the same time, I just feel like Triple H. I know he doesn't have all the say in the world now, just because TKO is in control. But like, I feel like he does some of these people kind of dirty. He promises some of these guys, and then he'll just cut ties with them without a warning. But that being said, there was a lot that happened outside of Joe Hendry winning me over on Monday. You had finally the official Roman Reigns Jacob Fatu with the tongue
with that mandible claw at the end.
Dude, Tongan, what do they call it? The Tongan death grip?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you guys
That's
like
gonna
that?
be a wild match.
when it happened, I was actually not worried. I was wondering when I first saw that clip. My first thought was you two.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that? Because
Oh, well, yeah, where'd they bring Mick
love-
Foley from?
Well, I loved it for the simple fact that they're trying to show that Roman Reigns is not invincible, and
Right.
Fatu can overpower him. And it stays in their family with using the tongue and death grip. So
yeah, and if you think it's stupid, like C-Money just said, the mandible claw. I mean,
Right.
like it. Instead, he just gripped his throat.
Right.
Like that's crazy. Like that I thought it was, and on. I mean, Umaga and Solo just do a thumb to your neck,
Yeah,
like
right.
Yeah.
like it,
It's weak.
to
It's
me,
effective, but it's weak.
It's believable, and it looks like it sucked. So
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I can't imagine somebody just if you actually pressed on those spots,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but you know, so it was believable. It sold what it needed to sell, and it builds up for Backlash. The
Yeah.
problem is clearly there's no way they're letting Fatu to get the belt that fast.
Yeah.
I don't see a world in which he
No,
wins.
no.
No,
But it
I
could
think
be a long-term
I
thing.
think it's probably going to end in some kind of disqualification. It's going to turn into an all-out brawl. It's probably going to have another feud battle between the
Yeah.
Solo and them. That's why he mentioned Solo was the guy that brought him there. Like I think I think that's going to end up leading to that in the process of trying to put Fatu over.
I had Seth and just because it kicked off the show. What are you guys' thoughts? Well, because I don't know if he's the Seth and Braun segment, and then when Braun's leaving, he's like, "You're 40, you're 47. That's like 100 years old." It was like Steiner math. I thought that was funny.
They're both of their promos were good.
Yeah,
I like the segment as it was. And their matches their final match, whenever that happens, is they're gonna have one, but they're gonna have a bunch of them. I think you're probably gonna see a feud all summer. Whenever the finale to that happens, it's probably gonna be one of the best matches we see all year. To be honest with you, but
Oba Open Challenge.
I like the open challenge. The fact that they made him face Grayson Waller, like why? Like it feels very Goldberg's 100 matches on the
Right.
list. Throw dudes at him and let them run
Yeah.
through.
I don't know who else they throw. I mean, I think it's going to end up with a frenzied Brock Lesnar. I think we still get Brock and Oba.
We're not getting Brock, and I'll tell you why we're not getting Brock. I watched Brock do an interview. He's afraid he'll die. He has diverticulitis. He was told if he takes any more big bumps, he could die. And
That's why the match ended so fast.
WWE wanted him to do Gunther in August. He, in the middle of that match, chose to end his career in that match. It wasn't even supposed to end the way it ended. It was supposed to go a lot longer than 4 minutes. He made that decision himself. And he did that because he doesn't want to face Gunther. He didn't want any of that. I think that they've moved on. I think Brock's moved on. I think he truly just wants to go be a farmer. Like he legit.
I don't know. I think we get Brock. You might be right, and I'm not. And on it, if you are right, you 100% could have this nailed. But my heart of hearts says we get Brock in Minnesota, and we get Brock and Oba at SummerSlam. That's just my.
It
I don't know
doesn't make
who
sense
else.
now.
I don't know who else. I don't know what they're gonna throw at him.
What we need is this is what we need. Well, this is what I personally want, and this is the only way you're gonna get me to root for Obafemi because I understand why people love him. I do. I get it.
I love it. Well,
Me personally, he still bores the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. He still bores me. I don't know. He's basic. He's basic to me. He's kind of like if you just hit the random generator on 2K and they spit out this guy. That's what he is to me. Like I feel like I created that wrestler many times on 2K out of nowhere, and I'm not.
You created a giant black man on 2K.
Of course I did.
it's every kid's dream on wrestling, right?
But what I was getting to is what I want is I want sometime before SummerSlam we get Gunther to come out because they need something for Gunther in August now. and have
Yeah,
Oba
that'd be
destroy
pretty sick,
Gunther. Because then you've got the guy who's retiring people. You have Oba who retired Brock Lesnar. You have the two people who are retiring people face each other, and then Gunther gets ran through, and you put Oba even more after you've built Gunther up. Because
What was the guy?
because Gunther's going to get it's going to get tiresome of him just having these matches against people just retire him. Like that whole stick was stupid. I'm not going to lie. Like they're wasting. I've never been a big Gunther person either, but they're wasting that guy with this lame storyline. What else was there? That we had? Oh, Stephanie Vakura I don't know if they're I don't know if they're trying to write her off for a while, but good lord, that
Well, apparently she's got a sprained MCL, so yeah, I think she's taking a little bit of a vacation.
She must be about to take a vacation because they ran her backstage. Pause.
And then Mask versus excuse me, Mask versus Mask announced. Was that officially announced earlier, or was that?
I can't stand that. I can't stand that, so I don't pay attention to any of that.
No.
Oh,
excuse me.
Oh, is that
I do like how Finn snuck his way backstage to talk to Roxanne, so that should be interesting.
Who? I don't even think I saw that segment. Was that Ray versus who was that against?
No, it's freaking Americano against Americano.
The original Grande Americano versus the.
Yeah, they officially, and I think they officially announced Mask versus Mask at Backlash.
Oh, okay.
Thank God, just let it be done already.
I'm glad it's them two because I thought we were doing Ray. I was like, dude, we've seen Ray's face a million times. Like, it's not. There's not even worth doing anymore.
Yeah, people don't realize that.
Like he wrestled for a long time without a mask on.
Yeah.
And then when we took it off, everybody said, "Please put it back on," because he looks like a child, right? With satanic eyes.
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a pretty solid Raw.
So the Raw, actually, that Raw probably should have been the Raw after WrestleMania because I think that was probably to that level. You had Becky Lynch face Io Sky, and then Asuka cost her the title, so you're gonna have Asuka Io Sky, probably at Backlash. I did see some. I don't know if this was like just an interview or what, but I did see that AJ was actually shouting out Becky Lynch now that their feud is over. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if AJ is going to be gone for a while.
I read today that she's done.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, she said at WrestleMania she wasn't done, but then she also was very emotional, so it made me think she was. Maybe she's giving them the possibility of bringing her back later at some point for one-offs.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because she was shouting out Becky Lynch, saying that she wouldn't have wanted to do that feud with anybody else because she kept her safe and she didn't trust anybody else. And that's part of the reason why AJ left. If people didn't know, is she took a lot of crazy bumps before she left, and she was having a lot of kind of health issues. So hopefully we get a few more matches out of her, and even if it's few and far between. But she might be done after I saw that interview.
What I read was her singles careers.
That makes sense. She have some CM Punk stuff mixed up. That makes sense. She didn't have to take all the bumps in those.
Yeah.
I don't think there was much else. I don't know.
I didn't really have anything else.
They had a lot of long segments, so I think that's part of what took it up, which is good because they're actually building stories. People complained about the lack of build and going into WrestleMania, so I think they're trying to build every one of these storylines going into Backlash.
I mean, I thought it was a solid Raw. Like I mean, you can't always. There was the Judgment Day, Bailey and the Bailey and Lyra stuff, whatever. I mean, I love Bailey. Don't get me wrong. It was a good match, but
how quickly?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of getting tired of Penta.
Oh yeah, that was the other one, Penta and Rusev. I mean, he's
even before the belt, it was every single show, and it's just I get it. You're trying to build him up, but Jesus, I
mean. This has been many years getting him there. They're not gonna not push him in your face right now. And he's selling. And that's another thing is because he's selling shirts, they're gonna push him even more.
But he needs a top. He needs a feud. Like
He does.
needs something. Like he can't just keep like there's only enough room for so many open challenges. Like he needs to just like have like I'm not saying a blood feud by any, but like he needs like a feud. I mean, if he's gonna be this guy, he needs to just have a story rather than just being Penta. I like Penta. Don't get me wrong. I think I like his whole shtick. I like all that, but I think it's gonna tire itself out to us. Like you just said, Rob, they're not gonna stop because he's selling shirts and he's over and all that. But like he to me, he needs something to like get me more invested again because the lore of Penta is starting to wear off a little bit, for me at least.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
well, I think he's great. I think he's a great wrestler. I think his story is awesome, but it's like put him against turn him or Ray heel and have them just face a fight. I don't care. Rey Mysterio, but the thing is like Ray can never.
No, there's no point of that because Ray's about to be done.
Yeah, and Ray can never be a heel anyway, and Penta probably can't be a heel right now. So I know. I was just spitballing there, but just give me something.
By the way, can we you know who the number one selling T-shirt at WrestleMania was?
Danhausen.
It was by a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to. I'm so glad we.
Oh,
mentioned
Danhausen, baby.
It wasn't even close. Apparently, WWE was shocked on how much merch he sold at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they said they had to keep restocking like every 15 minutes. It was ridiculous.
I love him so much. He is, and you know what?
Cardinals are.
I don't want to, especially, and I know we'll probably end this soon, but for our eventual podcast, I don't want to be the guy that craps on AEW. I'm not going to be that guy. It's not my cup of tea. I tried. I really did try it when it first started. I tried to be both. It's just not my cup of tea. But I like a lot of the wrestlers there. Whatever, we could dive into that more when we actually do the show. But AEW fumbled the bag when it came to Danhausen. Danhausen is a megastar.
So
he's hilarious. He's charismatic. He's actually a very good wrestler, and they're using him so well right now.
As a guy who has been a Sting guy my entire life, I paid attention to them when he was there just because he was there. I didn't watch every episode. I literally would tune in when I knew that Sting was probably going to be on.
Yeah.
So I did watch a few of the other guys. Plus, I do like some of the guys there, like MJF.
Yeah, same.
There's a lot of there's guys there that I like. But it's funny. When I do sit down and watch a whole show, they still feel like they're just a Wish.com version of WCW.
Yeah. Yes.
And they keep trying to recycle what WCW did. And I get it. You have a lot of people that were involved in WCW in AEW. I get that. But like you can't it worked for a while, but you just can't do it over and over and over and over.
No, you're so right. You hit the nail on the head right there. It's
and don't I was a WCW guy. Like growing up, I was a WCW. I watched both, but if I had to pick one that night, I was going to watch WCW back then. Then obviously as the feud ended and all that stuff, I obviously switched over to WWF/WWE. I'm still very mad to this day how they did Sting, but like outside of that, Stone Cold, when you have Stone Cold and The Rock and Undertaker and everybody going at one time, it was obvious why they won. The funny thing is that I don't think if some of the financial decisions WCW did, I'm not sure that WWF would have won. They made a lot of poor financial decisions and they made a lot of poor ratings decisions by throwing 17 NWOs out there. Which is what I was afraid that WWE was going to do with this bloodline when they started creating like 14 bloodlines. but
It feels like they are they're cooling off on that.
they are, which I'm good with that. Like I'm good with Solo having his thing. I'm good with Roman having whatever little thing he has, and then Fatu's kind of in the middle. I'm good with that, but it just felt like they were going to start branching off all these freaking bloodlines, and it felt just like the NWO all over again, just with family instead of random people put together. The funny thing is, I wish that there was a faction that did some of the similar stuff, that kind of like what Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose did when they came in. They something to that effect. They need another faction to come in that kind of runs through things. I think that's the one thing that they're missing. Because to me, the Vision is not that. The Vision is kind of blah without Seth Rollins. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like Braun Breaker, but like Logan Paul, I've never liked Austin Theory. Like
Austin Theory is very talented, but
he is, but
he's vanilla.
he is. I just never got.
Yeah. I wish. I loved him in NXT because I used to do a NXT podcast. NXT and we shout out my guy Brett. We had shout out Justin Incredible, who might be watching this right now. I was a big Austin Theory guy when he first came up. He's just talented young kid, but and maybe it's not necessarily all his fault, but he just hasn't been given the I mean, I guess working with Seth should have been something. Now he's working with Braun, because like Braun, you look at Braun Breaker, Braun has it, like it.
He does. I mean, in fairness, he should with his pedigree, but
Right.
So I don't know. The funny thing is, between him and Grayson Waller, I actually like Grayson Waller more than I like Austin Theory. I don't think they've used Grayson Waller right either, but like between the two, I like the Grayson Waller stick more than I did Austin Theory.
I'm surprised Grayson Waller didn't get let go, being honest.
I am too. I mean, he's one of those guys that just kind of fell by the wayside. Although, like, I don't know, like a lot of those guys that they were big on, even Carmelo Hayes is hitting more, but like even him is kind of like,
yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah,
man, they've put title on them and then they quickly take it away. But like, I feel like they're just trying to force relevancy on them, and I don't know if it's working.
I'll tell you what, I have 1,000. Okay, that'd be exaggeration. I have at least 20 to 30 topics we could start with for this show. I am so excited to just talk to you guys about wrestling because I have nobody else in my life that I can really do this with. So it's yeah, I mean, I think in general we're in a decent spot WWE wise. I think that there's stuff to be desired, but the fact that we are able to at least talk about it and be passionate about it right now is it means that we're in a decent spot. So I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see how
you guys know who are watching, because we've actually gone up to 40 people more than we had before. Those of you who are here for the wrestling talk, our goal is to start our podcast on Wednesday the 6th. I don't know if it'll actually happen that day or not. That's our goal. We do have possibilities of some decent guests lined up.
Some celebrities,
possibly on the first show, but we want to try to get it going right before Backlash. So if we don't, then you'll see us like you did today after the show on Wednesday. We'll still do this, but we're hoping to have the actual podcast going. In the next few days, we'll actually decide on a name. We have about 15 we're going through right now for the podcast. And we will put all that out on our X through Just the Bet Slips, and then any other news we'll put out there. And even if we're through a different network or whatever, we'll still have that shared through Just the Bet Slips, so you'll be able to get to us easily. And we should be pretty accessible on YouTube with that group as well. So a lot of big stuff coming for the wrestling part of it as well. But make sure you're following us for the sports bets as well on X. We're think at 457. Once we get to 500, we will still be giving away $50 gift card to anybody who is following us to the sportsbook you're choosing. So make sure you're following us if you haven't already for sports bets or obviously wrestling, because we'll be doing that soon too. Does anybody have anything else they want to go over before we head out?
Ozzy Albies just went deep.
Let's go, Ozzy. He's been on fire lately too.
like 400 deep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, I just think, I think the 6 is a good. If we can't do the 6, let's just say the 6 for now.
Yeah.
And when we confirm that, we will confirm it. If not, we will let everybody know. But I'm excited, and it will be Spotify to start because that's just easiest, at least for me. And then I'll eventually get it on Apple and whatnot. And
Yes.
it'll be, and I'll release the details, or we will release the details because it probably won't be under the Fans First umbrella. It'll be under the Justin Bishop's umbrella, but it won't be. It might be sponsored by another program that I don't want to say just right now. So,
and would probably more than likely, whenever we have the guests, I think we're probably going to go live for that one.
yes, yep.
Just because it'll make it, I think that'll make it even more better.
I think any guest we get, I think we'll do live.
Yeah. So, and probably the first couple anyway to get introduced to it. To get introduced to it, we'll probably do it that way.
100%.
But yeah, so unless something comes up, we should have the 6 running. Like I said, the worst case, we'll do it after our sports betting show, like we just did. But I think that we should be able to get it going around that time. So it may not be on a Wednesday because I know that the guest that we're trying to get has to do a different day.
Oh yeah, because it'll be a different.
However,
time.
my Tuesday nights are now done for bowling and for the summer, so I can do Tuesdays, and we could also do a Friday because I think she's available for that day too.
Yeah, did she say? She said Tuesday.
I think it was Tuesday. It was like Monday, Tuesday, Friday. I think it was. Mondays are still out, but Tuesday and Friday I can do. So we'll figure that out. We're going to get with her. We're talking to her now, so we'll get with her and figure that out. Because I think her and her significant other, who is also in wrestling, will be on that show. And I did see that Just Incredible is following Just the Bet Slips now. So if you are watching us, hit us up.
He knows
we
me.
can put
What up?
you on the show
What
as
up,
well.
PJ? What up, Justin?
So, but yeah, if y'all have any ideas, anything, topics you want us to go over for our wrestling podcast, drop it here as well. Put on our X, let us know, message us on X. It's new. We're just starting out, so there's no limit to what we could do or talk about. We have not set a limit on what we're going to talk about at the moment. We're just going to jump into this and talk wrestling at the moment. So give us your ideas, or if you have some things with sports betting you want to talk to us about, hit us up on X for that too. Any interaction we love to have with everyone. I appreciate all 42 of you who stayed in for this. Because this is something that we're passionate about, and we know that not everybody may or may not be into it, especially the ones watching sports betting. But we appreciate you staying with us through the whole thing. With that being said, we will see you next time, and I will play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
You
Sweet.